Good day, everyone. Thank you for watching the Quiver podcast on YouTube. And if you're on Spotify, thank you for listening. So today, we will discuss the magnificent four-set win of the Lady Spikers to clinch that twice-to-beat advantage. Or in another way of seeing it, um, go one game ahead of a virtual best of three
Best of three.
against the USD Golden Tigers. So with us today is a special guest. First of all, we'd like to congratulate Dr. Mika Esperanza for first being awarded alongside Des Cheng and Teli Domicilio.
Si
Yeah.
Sid, yeah,
So
si Sid.
yeah, one of our best friends and best teammates according to our previous episode. Catch
Oo,
that
previous
on our
episode,
YouTube
yes.
channel. And another reason to congratulate Dr. Esperanza. Can you show us a special piece of jewelry? Ayan.
The
And
bling bling!
the other
Oh,
one that
yeah!
goes
Oh,
beside it.
yan.
Ayan. So the Ibarra watches, Ibarra watch worn by Mika. It's a Trofeo Green and may raffle winner tayo na nanalo na rin ng watch na yan. So we're excited for him to claim the prize. Pag It's so funny how it happened, but yes, thank you for subscribing and following Ibarra Watches on Instagram. Na-meet namin yung
Malay nyo.
criteria eh. Di naman natin siya kamag-anak, so pasok siya. Qualified siya, di ba, Vic? Anyway, to the volleyball. So, speaking of winning, di ba? Nanalo yung DLSU Lady Spikers. I think coming into this game, you can check our previous episode when it was the four of us, including Gio and Kiko. We were expressing a bit of concern about the Lady Spikers' poor run of form coming into this game against UST. Tapos yung UST is not in a bad vein of form kasi na-sweep nila yung UP that beat LaSalle and they were also able to push NU to 5 sets. So I guess coming into this game, we can say that the confidence and the momentum was on UST's side and it even showed in the first set because they took that, but in the second to fourth sets, LaSalle just showed a different level. I think, Vic, you would like to touch on what you saw personally earlier today.
Wow, personally. Kasi ang lapit lang sa opisina. Kaya talagang personally, di ba? I think siguro ang buong gist, ano, I mean, I think first na pwede natin pag-usapan as what we've about to discuss sa pre-prod, kung kailan, I think first set, it's not about our error. Kasi first set, konti lang errors natin eh. Tapos kung kailan tayo maraming errors, second to the fourth sets, doon tayo nakakuha ng panalo. But I think second set, we were able to control it na, no, as compared nung first set na ano siya, kontrolado pa siya ni UST. Pero I'd like to point out, I think everybody will, ito yung naging focus naman ng lahat, yung third and fourth sets na we were trailing at a crucial part of the set, na yung tipong most fans call it the home stretch ng set, na mga nasa 18 to 19 points ka na, no, na medyo if you fall behind a big margin, it's kind of difficult for you to overcome. But ibang klase yung mental toughness na pinakita ng buong team. And I think ako personally, kudos kay Coach Ramil na sinugalan lahat ng pwede niyang sugalan kanina na players. If he thinks na parang ano siya kanina eh, in basketball analogy, parang no room for a person to commit so many mistakes. I mean, pag alam na niyang medyo pag medyo nagkakamali ka na, Coach Ramil has someone in place to try it out, kumbaga. And it really helped us na makarecover. I mean, especially those players na sinasub and then binabalik, parang nakakabalik sila, nakakapag-contribute sila. So that I think yun yung positive na nangyari kanina, na halos lahat ng pwedeng magamit ni Coach Ramil, he was not afraid to take a risk kanina, and it paid off really to the team. So kasi nga yung third and fourth sets na naghahabol ka normally, it's kind of unorthodox in a way. Kasi ako personally, bihira ko makita yung nangyari kanina na halos lahat na bunot na. Not unless pag there were games na pag yung kalaban mo medyo nahihirapan talagang makahabol sa'yo or talagang talo na, sad to say, doon mo lang nakikita yung mga yung mga pa to, karamihan ng bench na pinapalaro but today kahit at any point in the match or in the set, pasok si Coach Ramil ng players na he thinks na will be able to contribute. And then ako yung fourth set, i-take note ko yung we're down 22-16, tas we tied it 22, and then tawag ito, UST led 24-22. In a normal match, wala na yung bibigay ka na eh. So another point of kudos to the team for showing mental toughness din na i-tie ng 24 and then eventually take that 29-27 fourth set win. Similar din nung third set na nag-extend ng 30-28, hindi tayo bumigay with those kasi nung nag 24 all na parang palitan din yung nangyayari. And hindi tayo nag-give up, hindi din nagbigay mentally, especially yung mga service errors. But we technically expected that na rin kasi sumusugal ka sa serves mo eh. Hindi pwede yung safe serve kasi makakabalik lang agad ng atake yung kalaban mo. So, yun lang. Ganda. And I hope sa Saturday we don't waste this tong pinaghirapan na panalo today. Sana we take advantage of it going into the next game sa Saturday.
Ayan, of course, fortunately, we have Mika who experienced a
So,
lot of these kinds of games, whether it be UST, Ateneo, FEU, kahit sino kalaban. The pressure is always on when you're wearing a LaSalle jersey. Mika, when the game started and LaSalle fell sa first set, well, did you expect that, swing of mananalo ng 3 sets agad? Hindi na paabutin ng fifth set. And if you expected that, what did you expect of such momentous comeback?
Actually, for me kasi, I was really actually that surprised na 4 sets. Uno-uno because our last meeting ng second round, we won in 5 sets. I think that was such a confidence booster to them. Even if we came from losses prior coming to this game, I think tumatak pa rin sa girls na natalo natin sila ng second round. And they carried that. Na even if we lost ng first set for this game, makikita mo hindi sila they're still decided na kaya nilang manalo, and it showed. And I'm really proud of the girls, especially yun nga, the fourth set. That's very memorable kasi coming from 20-16 and then how many points yung hinabol nila. I think I saw some comments, that's a classic lady spiker. Na even if lamang na lamang ka na hanggat T25, you'll never be sure that you can actually win the set if it's the lady spikers. And I think they showed talaga yung confidence na even if hindi naging maganda ibang games sila nung second round, but I think tumatak sa kanila nung naging 5 set winner nila with USC, and it showed. And one factor I think we can also comment on this game is that everybody really contributed. First six, and then our second stringers na kahit sinong bunutin mo, I think talagang Coach Shamil, aside from he took Chris, I think the better term for it is he trusted the girls. Na kahit sinong bunutin mo, they will deliver, they will contribute. And the girls delivered. You know, there was even a time that I think Angel Canino was not inside the court, and yet the team still delivered. You know, and I think when that happens, it's contagious to the team now. Wow, everybody's contributing. And even if they were down how many points, they were decided in their minds that they can still win. And yun, I think coming into the second game of this virtual best of 3 games, I'm confident with the girls, especially how they delivered today. And dadalhin ulit nila yan on the next game.
Yeah, so it's really crucial to have that extra game advantage, but this is also an advantage na the girls are not looking forward to use. They will like to finish the job off on Saturday kasi with all due respect to UST, diba? Parang pag binigyan mo sila ng chance to make it to the payoff
Oo.
game, mahirap eh. As in, sayang. I think we know what UST is capable of. We respect their talent pool, ang lawak niyan, and alam natin na they, like us, they can also hurt us with other people. May mga magic bunot din sila that can deliver against us. And it's really always an exciting game pag LaSalle UST. Ever since, I think when Mika joined LaSalle, it was as exciting. And obviously, even before that, it's LaSalle UST FEU yung usual contenders at that time. And then obviously, we are blessed that almost every program in UAP volleyball is competitive, which makes the competition much more exciting to follow. Mika, inisip ko about 20 excellent sets ni Juliana. She started second to fourth set. We have the luxury of having Nicole, Juliana, and even Ella to call on sa setting. In this game, like in most games this season, Coach Ramil opted to go with Nicole first and then decided that in the second set, because we lost the first set, maybe Coach Ramil switch on his thinking cap and say, oh, okay, I have Jules. Pwede rin naman si Jules. And then Nicole still played a pivotal role then in the other parts of the second, third, and fourth set. Kasi both of them played and really switched it up. So I think how can you gather from that decision by Coach Ramil na ano siya, mas nag-explore siya ng maraming combinations and not maybe rigid lang na 6 to 8 players calling on.
I think on that aspect, Coach Ramil naman, knowing how intelligent he is as a coach, I think he played his cards well this game. And I think we won't really be surprised na may ganun pala talaga siyang, tricks up his sleeves. And it's really an advantage that we have great setters in the team. And we took advantage of that, especially in this game. I believe those girls, especially Jules and Nicole, can really deliver. Kumbaga, it's really a advantage for us na kahit sino yung maglaro, I think we can expect na they will deliver. Especially in this game, nakita naman natin, yes, Miko started, and then Jules started for second to fourth, and then Miko was also being subbed in the middle of the game, and it really paid great things for the team. So I think Coach Ramil really, I think he really planned it well. Kung kailan ipapasok yung timing, I think yung timing kasi it's something na a veteran coach like Coach Ramil can deliver. Kung kailan mo ipapasok, that's very important. And he used that well for all his experiences as a coach. I wasn't really surprised na ganun yung mga decision making niya as a coach, and it paid as well. I mean, it paid off that we won the game with two great setters in the team.
Yeah, it's always, as the saying goes, two setters are better than one. If
Yeah.
I'll apply that logic. I mean, syempre, diba, it's always good to have numbers on your side. Speaking of numbers, grabe yung blocks. 20 blocks, I think according to the Sultan of Stats, Pang Ducanes, this is the season high for a team. 20 blocks led by Amy Provido, who provided 5 blocks, and Lilay Del Castillo also had 4 blocks. So, is this reminiscent of your teammates, Mika? You remember, I think, when I started following UAP Volleyball, which was a season after you joined the league, yun yung first year ko eh. Talagang renowned yung Lasal for the net defense. Taft Towers, di ba? Like, ang dami dumaan dyan, si Mika Reyes, and then, ang dami pang sumunod, Machoy Baron, di ba? And even Thea Gagate following that up.
Ako
And
si Jack
now,
nabutang ko eh.
well, oh, wala, graduate na yata si Jack when I arrived eh. So,
Si Jack nabutang ko, si Jack.
di lang si Jack naabutan mo, meron pang mga
Oh, meron mga iba. Si Ivy, nabutang ko pa si Ivy.
Yan. Yeah, but
Diba?
that's as far as Vic will reveal his age. So,
Yes.
going back to the point, the net defense, how much of a premium does the coaching staff put on this? Kasi it's something that we've seen every now and then with a Lasal team. Parang, ano yan eh, quintessential aspect of a Lasal volleyball.
Yes. I think yun naman ever since yun ang strength ng Lasal. It's really blockings and serve if you can see or observe. Pero blocking, I'm really really happy na the girls delivered. Kasi once we play our strengths, especially in this game, look what happened. Almost one set yung blocks nila, 20 blocks. That's really a commendable number. Yes, I think ever since naman, kahit sinong player, talagang tinitrain how to block. Since yun talaga yung forte ng team and it's a team effort. So, I'm just really happy na generations have gone by. It's still the thing that, you can remember to a lady spiker. Yung tough towers talaga.
Yeah, that's one of the trademarks of Coach Camille's system, and we're so happy that nape-preserve siya and it showed up at a
Yes.
critical game this season. Nabanggit mo kanina isa sa excellence ng team aside from blocking is serving. Unfortunately, in this game, ang dami nating service errors.
Yes.
I think maybe more than half a set ang number niya, if I
Yep.
remember correctly. And our errors in total are 38. So that's a set and a half. 'Di ba? So imagine UST scored 100 points in the game and almost 40% came from us.
Service
Came
errors.
from the team's errors. Mostly service, but there were also some attacking errors or yung mga net fault errors, ganyan. To sum it up, nabanggit naman ni Vic kanina na some of the service errors are forgivable kasi you are looking for an edge where to serve it. Kasi 'di ba, if safe sa gitna, ang daling ipasa to the setter ng UST, which would then return more dangerous attacks. Pero dahil mas may appetite sumugal on the serving aspect, do you think it's something that we can live with or at least trim it down parang we cannot afford the same or can we on Saturday?
Yun din eh. I think trademark din sa amin. Yes, malakas kayo mag-serve, pero grabe yung service error. Like, yun yung mga comments lagi ng mga tao na kinakabahan sila pag magsiserve kami. Kasi when we train with our service kasi, we just don't really serve. We must serve heavy serves talaga. Yun talaga yung kino-coach sa amin, sinasabi ng coaching staff. So, yun talaga. I think that's the right term. Sumusugal kami with our serves kasi better to ace it or misreceive ng kabila than, pag easy serve kasi sometimes easy point na rin yun eh. Good receive, good set, and then yeah, kill it with when it's a good set. So, sumusugal talaga kami. But better, of course, to trim it down because we have showed that we have the ability na to have consistent serves, less errors, but heavy serves pa din. Since I think we're still in the top 3 of good serving team. So, yeah, I think we need to lessen it if we want to secure the win on Saturday.
Ayan, so those are great words. And before we look into Saturday's game, because that's the second half of our episode, first of all, we'd like to take our sponsors for Blue Fire LPG for all of your LPG needs in your business, cafeteria, canteens. This is the brand your favorite and trusted brands trust. So if you're curious to get to know more about Blue Fire, contact their social media team on IG, Facebook. Uh, yeah, just drop them a message. They'll get what you're looking for. And Sabi Skin, ayan, skincare. Especially now, summer, naka-dry, and you need to
Tsaka nakaka-stress
moisturize
yung
or
ganitong laro.
rejuvenate.
Nakaka-stress yung ganitong laro. Eh. Kailangan mo
Totoo.
ng ano.
Summer and UAAP volleyball nagsabay. Yeah,
Oh,
so it would help for you to to apply
grabe.
skincare and Sabi Skin. That's one of our sponsors. So yes, and before that as well, nabanggit na natin yung Ibarra watch. So that's a really excellent timepiece, by the way. Well, also it's the time to read some of the comments sent by our fellow fans. Hindi natin to fans sila ng Lasal. So fellow Lasal fans
Yes.
ng nag-comment sila on YouTube, on Instagram and on Facebook. So I'm just gonna read some of them. I think magiging redundant na if we react because they also covered what you said earlier na. So we'll just mention them kasi I appreciate the comments as well. Una sabi ni Awoy09, nakaka-proud at nakakaiyak kasi nga USD yung kalaban. Kumapit din talaga sila. Ganda ng blockings. I hope sa mga susunod na games mas consistent sila and less errors. I think that's a general sentiment we all share
Yeah.
in this episode. And then sabi ni Protected72 also on YouTube, pinakita ng Lady Spikers na number 2 sila sa blockings, number 2 sa receives, number 2 sa spiking, number 2 sa serving. We turn statistics into real action. I think that's a good way at looking and how this game unfolded. Then sabi ni God Francis Lewis on IG, that's the Lasal game I've waited. Ramdam ko hunger nila manalo. And judging by that, by those
Yeah,
big
it's true.
comebacks in the third and
It's true.
fourth set, if you're not hungry enough to do that, then I don't know what
Hindi mo kaya yung
hungry
mga ganun.
means anymore. And on Facebook, may nagsabi through our Green Archers Nation, we'd like to thank Willie, who's yet to appear on the volleyball season of the quiver.
Tama,
Ewan
ba't
ko kung
tayo
bakit.
na magpakita
Iniwan
pag
ko natin si
volleyball?
Willie
Ano
sa
ba yan?
volleyball. Anyway,
Yan.
we have Mika in his place. So, malaking
Cetaphil kasi
update
yung
sa
inaantay
volleyball
ni Willie,
discourse.
Cetaphil eh.
yung,
Cetaphil eh.
yung,
Inaantay niya yung Cetaphil eh. Sabi ko kay
basta
Willie, wala
nakuha na
tayong
namin,
Cetaphil sa
basta
fantasy. Sabi lang tayo.
nakuha na natin yung Yamaha Willie. So, okay na yan. Next year.
Oo, wag na yung Cetaphil. Hindi mo makukuha yung Cetaphil. Pambabae lang yun eh. Ito talaga.
Pero ginagamit ko yun, So, baka pwede niya makuha. Ayan, sabi ni Oski Zabrinski Sia, yung hugot nung third was crucial. Santos, Reterta, Sarenya, tinaga na makabawi. Galing. And last of the comments is from Nino Lazo. He said, same page ang team, including the coaches. Talagang they wanted this W. Animo. Ayan, speaking of wanting this win, of course, we don't want to win against UST just for the sake of winning against UST. We want to win against UST kasi we acknowledge that they're a big challenge and for us to return to the finals, syempre, kailangan pa ulit talunin UST. Thankfully, we have an extra life, as we call it, kasi if we ever lose on Saturday, it's not the end of the road to our team. But of course, our team would have only one thing in mind, which is to win again. And Mika, I would like to pick out your brain here. Pagka ganitong dikit na series, dikit in terms of competitiveness and at the same time yung game na you just played each other 72 hours ago and then you'll go again. Gaano kalaki yung mga adjustments dito? Would it have to be drastic or is it more of polishing the same things that you've
Konti-konti
been
na lang.
doing?
Usually pag ganyan, mga close games and then we're gonna play the same team. Yeah, more on polishing. Usually we review the games, what we could have improved, what worked, and what we could expect from the other teams. Of course, they will adjust as well. I'm pretty sure they'll do the same. They'll review the game, what happened, what they could do coming into the next game. So yeah, more on polishing na lang talaga, and being confident on what we can deliver on the next game. For this game, I'm pretty sure most likely they'll do the same. Pero knowing the coaching staff, they will remind the girls that even if we won the first game, back to zero again on the second game. So, bawal maging complacent and all. Because, yeah, I agree. UST is such a great team. Kompleto sila eh. So, we won't really expect them that they'll just hand the win to us on Saturday. They will fight back. And they have been in these situations before, and we know that tayo lagi yung on the short end of the stick. So, I'm pretty sure they'll give us a good fight again on Saturday. So, yeah. So, we'll expect another great match on Saturday.
Iniisip ko, UST, sobrang lalim nila. To the point na kahit yung high school nila, medyo provider na din na ibang programs. But, let's not talk about that. Iwan na natin yan.
Iniinip mo.
Hindi, iwan na natin yung topic. Iiwan na natin yung topic na yun to a UST podcast. Hindi, wait lang. I was going to a point. So, parang tatanong ko lang din kay Mika na, yeah, UST, tough team. I want to ask you, based on how you've watched them, sino yung mga inaabangan mong gumawa pa? I mean, may mga suspects naman sila, usual suspects. Pero parang, iniisip ko, how do you read UST again so that in the second meeting, sino ba yung mga dapat i-cover? Ano yung mga bagay na ayaw natin maging madali para sa kanila? Like, ano yung scouting report ni Dr. Mika Esperanza?
I think yung strength talaga ng USC kasi, for me ever since, especially under Coach Kung Fu, mahirap sila basahin. Kasi parang ano sila parang spontaneous kung gumalaw. Hindi sila as structured as us. And I think dahil
Mhm.
naging kontrapelo tayo, because Coach Shamil is being known for the structure and the system eh. But under Coach Kung Fu's ano kasi, leadership or yung sa pagiging coach siya ng UST, what I really parang observe is kahit sinong bigyan mo ng bola, ang ano ko sa spikers sila, papaluin nila. They don't get intimidated with their blockers. That's one thing. Ever since talaga under Coach Kung Fu, parang sinasabi na sa basta pumalo kayo. And ayun, I think we sort of figured it out na din, especially in this game na we delivered 20 blocks. And then aside from that, I think yung puso talaga ng team is with the setter and the libero. The libero, hands down, Pepito, one of the best libero of this era, as in terms of digging talaga, ayaw mo talaga siyang targetin kasi alam mong talagang ma-receive niya. Aside from that, I think I have to also commend their setter, Carvalho, because she delivers. She's also an offensive thinking setter, if you can see. She always delivers kasi. And the usual, Poyos and Jurado, na pag tinaas mo kasi sa yung bola sa kanila, 50 to 60% papatay sila eh. They have this great spiking instinct or parang kill instinct talaga na pag binigyan ng bola, hindi sila intimidated with our blockers. Na even if they get blocked, if you can see si Jurado, every time na naboblock siya, it doesn't really affect her. Because some spikers kasi get intimidated once they get blocked. But for USC in general kasi papalo sila. And that goes especially for Poyos and Jurado. Yeah,
Yeah,
yun.
nakakatuwa na, I mean for them, na they have the license to spike. As in, regardless if successful or hindi, as long as they retain that confidence in themselves. I guess that's one thing that we can admire, even if we're LaSalle fans. We see that trait on another team, another player. Yeah, that's something to laud at, and maybe one of our own can also draw inspiration from. Next na itatanong ko siguro, paunahin ko si Vic and then let's go to Mika. Is where do you think the game on Saturday will be won or lost? Ikaw muna, Vic.
Ako ano pa rin, kukunin ko yung sinabi ni Coach Ramil sa isang timeout kanina, utak talaga. Kasi yun yung may isang timeout siya kanina eh. Parang sinasabi niya kailangan sharp ka. Sharp yung utak mo. Hindi ka marunong ka magbasa, alam mo kung anong gagawin mo, maging attentive ka, especially ako it will always one and law sa defense. Kasi hindi ka makaka-atake kung wala kang defense. Eh. Kung hindi ka makaka-receive, hindi ka makaka-atake. So, if sa pagnood naman natin kanina, we've made yung may extra there's an extra effort for us and sharpness na kahit yung mga trick plays or trick shots ni UST hindi tayo na hindi tayo na dadala kanina eh. Medyo attentive tayo on chasing those balls and setting it up for attacks kaya binanggit ko to sa GC kanina eh. Hindi natin sinayang yung tinatrabaho natin ng mga receives and digs. Hindi natin siya sinayang kanina. We made most out of it. And I think yun pa rin yung magiging key natin on Saturday kasi ano yan eh from my perspective na from a fan perspective like me parang nakaka-frustrate yan sa attacking team pag lahat ng anong klaseng tirang ibigay mo na kukuha. It will kaya minsan dun tingin ko dun nagkakaroon ng mental lapse on the other team pag nakahabol yung mga bola tapos makaka-set up for an attack dun nagkakaroon ng mental lapse for you na pag naka-atake ka may medyo mataas yung chance mo makascore kasi nga nagkakaroon na rin ng ano doon mental lapse from the other team dahil nga kahit anong diskarte mo sa tira mo nakahabol nung kabilang team. And going still on that topic, si that feeling ko babawi siya on Saturday kasi meron siya mga ano kanina crucial na yung service ace ni Aliyah yan sa kanya yun. kung for a player like her caliber and siya yung captain ng UST, I think medyo ano yun yan, she'll take it seriously and so yun. So tingin ko ano siya, babawi siya on Saturday. So we have to watch out for that.
And how about you, Mika? Would you pick out another aspect or maybe add more to what Vic said? Ikaw, feel free. Where do you think this game will be decided?
I agree with Vic. I think I also have to commend our libero Laika. She delivered well in this game, receiving and defense digging talaga. She delivered and she was a crucial aspect for this win today. For me, yes, I agree. Defense is a great, especially receives, kasi heavy servers din ang UST eh. But I think we must maintain our blockings. Napaka-important ng blockings, especially for a great spiking team such as UST. I think just going back to our usual strength, I always go back to service and blocking. So yun lang, yung service natin, I think we have to be more consistent, trim down the errors. And I think crucial din na all the girls, maganda ang gising on Saturday because today talaga nagsabay si Angel at saka si Shavana. And look,
Yeah.
what happened nung nagsabay yung ating ace players. And I think everybody contributed as well. Pero kung nung
Yeah, we have
sabay-sabay
two
talaga
other
sila, even
players
the,
na double digits, si
yes,
Aliyah and si M.
yes, and even our second stringers, nung pinasok sila, everyone just delivered. So if the whole team just really maganda ang gising on Saturday, I think we can secure a second win on Saturday.
Yeah, ang advice ko sa kanila is to get at least 8 hours of sleep kasi eh, sometimes it really is a factor sa parang
Oo,
pagkulang ka sa pagpuyat ka or
Yes.
pagpangit yung gising mo. If sobra ka sa tulog,
patay.
yeah, it can ano parang decrease the optimum in your performance. Of course, before we end the episode, we won't end it without predictions. Unahin na natin si Nika this time. Not necessarily the result, but at least maybe you can shed light. But you can be as brave as saying na, okay, win. Ikaw, what do you see happening on Saturday?
Of course, I'll say win. I have 100% trust with my girls, with our girls, but it won't be easy. I'm predicting 5 sets.
And ikaw, Vic?
Same. Win. Pero kailangan pagtrabahuan. Same as today. If not, baka mas mataas pa kasi I expect UST na kung ano yung level nila ngayon, knowing the kind of team that they are under kay Coach Kung Fu, itataas nila yan eh. So the key for us is to, kung tataas si UST, kailangan mas taasan natin yun. So yun yung magiging challenge natin on Saturday. So yun, win it but it won't be easy. Kailangan paghirapan at pagtrabahuan.
Ako, ang prediction ko ay NU win. The joke lang. Ibang game pala yung prediction ko. Joke lang.
Baka
Of
sabihin mo,
course,
Asia Basket sabihin mo, Asia Basket.
oo nga, baka malito ako. Ibang sport pala. But yes, I feel confident of a Lasal win. But it will never be easy against UST. Parang for me, it's going to be a pleasant surprise if mas straight sets natin sila because we know what they are capable of. And ano to ito yung team na parang mahirap din patayin like Lasal. You'd really have to go tread yung butas ng karayom
Butas
just
ng
for you
karayom.
to
Yan, butas ng
really
karayom.
get the win. So for me, I'd be pleased if we can trim the errors and see a more confident team kasi yun nga, we can pick up a lot of confidence from this game. And the girls would come on Saturday knowing that they should believe they can finish the job and nabanggit din kanina nung isang fellow fan natin na if they are in sync, they are together, everyone is focused on the same thing, then they will be unstoppable. Siguro errors lang ang talaga yung kalaban, but that's the name of the game. So yan, that's the wrap up of the recap of this playoff game for number 2. LaSalle takes virtual 1-0 lead against UST. So we have 2 lives, let's just say, and UST has 1 life left. Speaking of UST, natalo din ng LaSalle baseball team yung UST in the semifinals.
Yep.
Fortunate. Ayan, may twice to beat na yung LaSalle doon to begin with. Hindi kailangan mag-playoff. So we congratulate them for reaching the finals. They'll meet the NU Bulldogs
Again.
there.
Oh,
It's a
again.
rematch of last season's
Yes.
finals. So
Finals.
tune
Yep.
in. Tune in. And if you can watch the games sa Rizal Memorial, I
Baseball
advise you
stadium.
to do so. Yeah, parang support our team as they look to reclaim the crown. And
Yep.
also the 3x3, alam ko it's ongoing. It will resume today as
Tomorrow.
this is hindi, today because it's uploaded
Yeah.
on Labor Day.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
obviously we're shooting this on the 30th, but
Yeah.
you're probably watching this May 1 or later. So happy Labor Day then, guys. Enjoy the
Yeah.
holiday.
Holiday to everybody. Yes.
Manood kayo sa Ayala Malls Manila Bay ng 3x3. Both the
2 games yan.
men's basketball
2 games
and
for
the
both.
women's basketball have 3x3. Yeah, 2 games. So, sulit ang punta nyo sa Ayala Malls Manila Bay if you are able to do so. So, once again, thank you, Dr. Nika Esperanza, for gracing our podcast episode today.
Thanks for
Ang
having
dami doon naman kami natutunan. Yeah, and of course,
Salamat sa pagiging
congratulations
suki.
too for congratulations too for your achievements, both as a Lasallian athlete and of course as a soon-to-be wife. Yeah, congratulations din kay Miggy
Yes.
and the Ibarra family with that. And thank you to everyone for watching up to this part of the podcast. I'm not sure how many of you are reaching this part of the episode, but comment kayo Willie. Pag umabot kayo dito sa part na to, maybe I can see kung sino yung umaabot. Willie, that's Willly. I'll put the name there. Comment kayo, titingnan ko yung comments. Baka may friends na pala si Willie. Yan na yung
Baka lang.
comment to the next episode. Yan. Let's see what we can do. Sabi nga nung isang film title, Free Willy.
Yes.
Ayan. So thank you guys and look forward to Saturday and we'll record that over the weekend as well. We'll definitely have that in discussion kasi ito pa nga pinag-usapan na namin what more that game that can potentially get us to the finals. If you're watching, the game is at Araneta Coliseum, 6 p.m. Earlier that day.
Grabe, prime time pala tayo sa Sabado. Prime time.
Oo, separate tickets yan. Are you watching,
grabe,
Dr. Rita?
prime time.
Or are you at work?
Yeah. I can't watch. So finals na lang, hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, that's the spirit. But the men's team will play earlier against FEU.
Yeah.
They are in a
FEU with a
twice to win disadvantage. Yan. So FEU, the number 1 seed, LaSalle, the number 4 seed. So women's, it's number 2 versus number 3. Exciting games. Fortunately for us, LaSalle Volleyball is in good stead. Final 4 pareho. Aiming to get to the finals and aiming to win the championship. Who knows, the chance of winning men's and women's volleyball title is still within reach. So,
pati sa GC,
keep
Bray.
supporting.
Ano rin tayo.
Yeah, exactly. So keep supporting our teams. And yeah, as we always say here, Vic.
Ani mo na sal, pre!